It's our podcast. Much to discuss. What about Collins and Nat? His name's not Colin, by the way. It's Collins. And
he's got a very high voice.
yeah, he's got an incredibly high voice, and I can't believe this, but he's staying on the show. He's got ulterior motives for being on the show.
Fame. Do you think fame?
Yeah,
No.
he wants his blue ticket, a call from Max Markson.
Come on, they're all in it for love. My Kid the Rat, that's what the tribal drum is beating for. Has your child ever written what I did in my holidays or talked about what happened at home and the teachers get it all wrong?
Barnaby Joyce went a little viral on the weekend, and not in a good way. Does Barnaby Joyce pass the pub test?
Mark Ferguson is going to be joining us. 40 years in the biz.
Well, yeah. Well, I've been in the biz not for 40,
Well,
but
I've been in the biz 40 years this year.
Where's your day then?
Well, I'll ask you, where is my day? Mark's going to come in and we'll share the day.
Okay. Enjoy the podcast.
Everybody online.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda
Miss Keller. Amanda.
doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
What are you, an idiot?
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Well, hello there, Amanda. How are you?
I'm well. It was fun seeing you on Friday night. We went
like
to Pink.
hanging with you in after work hours. It's
Yeah.
always nice.
Though, remember with that new rule, if you bother me after work, I can take you to management and have you arrested.
Did I bother you?
Wasn't it great? We saw Pink.
Yep.
She was amazing. I've seen her a couple of times before, and you just forget song after song after song. You just know every song. The audio visuals, like the visual display is extraordinary. And then when she just spins overhead.
Yeah, that's amazing. when
It
she
is
does that.
amazing. She's the real deal. She really is.
Yep.
And, I know Taylor Swift's coming to town. We're very lucky having these female role models for girls and for women. They're
I was
extraordinary.
very impressed. I haven't seen many female acts. I'm trying to think the last time I saw one. Couldn't have been Cher, surely. Couldn't have been.
Bette Midler. You can pick them.
Was that the last
It's
time?
nice of you to see someone under the age of 50.
Well, I'm just trying to think where I've seen Kate Sobrano perform and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, but I haven't actually gone and, because I was working with Kate doing stuff, but to actually go along to a thing.
But it was great.
That bit when she's just flying over the crowd and the lady gave birth to a baby, apparently.
There was a big story in the paper that there was
Yeah.
a giant medical emergency. It didn't seem that dramatic at the time. It was just, someone needs a medic.
Yeah.
I'm sort of joking, but, you're having a baby. Anyway, she didn't have a baby there or anything.
I don't think so. I was ready to help deliver that baby. I could do that. That's.
Well, maybe Pink could do that as she's flying overhead, comes down and grabs the
Grabs
baby,
the baby.
takes it into the hands of...
Like the Lion King.
Yeah. Semenya.
Because wasn't she cute as she's flying over? She just looked
She's like a little fairy.
like a little angel.
It was like Angel.
From Hey Hey It's Saturday.
Yeah.
Hello, Daryl. Hello, Ozzy.
Yeah. If you're over 70, you'll enjoy that reference.
Angel was one of the great characters on Hey Hey It's Saturday. Really. Bring back Angel.
How did we get to that from saying how great Pink was
I
on
don't know, but
Friday night?
honestly-
But also, it was pouring with rain.
Yeah, and she was,
and she just flitted through all the rain. She's running
flitted.
back and forth on that runway
Yep.
in the rain. Amazing.
Yep.
What a performer.
And how good is Allianz Stadium,
Yeah.
by the way? And I was one of those saying, why are we building a new stadium? I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I get why you had to build that new stadium.
You can get in and out easily.
Easy peasy.
You can get whatever you need. Go to
Yep.
the toilet. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
They're all the things you need.
So it's all a big thumbs up review. How long is our Pink playing for?
I think she did Friday and Saturday night.
Yep.
I don't know. I've got no
She's
more
still in
information.
town, though. So go and see her. If you get a chance to go and see Pink, go and see her. You'll just be
absolutely.
impressed.
It was an incredible night.
Impressed.
I put on Instagram my incredible camera work. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I had 3 or 4 videos on my phone where I pressed my phone on instead of off a couple of times. So one is in my bag, one is just of my phone sweeping on around the floor. My camera work is incredible. You
That's
feel
why
like you
you're-
were really there.
That's why you're the talent.
Yeah, that's right. As opposed to what?
Someone that's not the talent. I must burp then. Sorry.
Have you had a few this weekend?
I've had a big
You're
weekend.
burping on air.
I had a massive weekend, huge. I just feel like it was just too much. I need another weekend to recover from the weekend.
Do you need to go home?
I think I do. Can I go home?
Yeah, go and burp in the privacy of your own home.
Well, we got an action-packed show today. Miley Hogan's going to be joining us. This is Paul Hogan's daughter, but she's going to be reporting... Granddaughter, going to be reporting about the Super Bowl.
She's a Channel 7 reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not having her on because she's Paul Hogan's granddaughter.
We're doing a favour for Hoax. Yeah, get me on, will you?
No. Also, Mark Ferguson is going to be joining us.
Why is he coming?
Celebrating 40 years at Channel 7.
Gee, it's about time they moved him on, isn't it? 40 years.
And let's get into the Magnificent Seven. Here are the prizes today. A Samsonite Marcus Eco backpack, $150 to spend at DoorDash.
Right, yeah. While you talk about that, I'll put on some aha.
And why don't you have a giant burp? Question 1. What day of the week is Valentine's Day this year?
It's this Wednesday.
Are you a frigging idiot? Are you for real?
I don't think I noticed. Jam Nation. We have for you the Magnificent Seven. There are 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all
wants to
7
answer
questions?
them all.
Why don't you talk all over me? But if you get... But it's all about getting question 7 right. Now, what's the matter? What's happened?
You know what's happened.
What's happened?
I asked the question.
Yeah.
Here's question 1. You answered it.
Yeah, well,
Would you like to answer them all?
You're that convincing as a quiz master.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll move on, but let's hope people didn't hear it.
Yeah. Janet's in Hornsby. Hello, Janet.
Hey, good morning.
Hello, Janet. Here's question number 1. What day of the week is Valentine's Day this year?
Could it be Wednesday?
I think it is.
You already knew that. You already knew that, didn't you, Janet?
Yeah,
You'd have
yeah.
no shortage of suitors lining up with flowers and cards and chocks.
Yeah, only been married for 30-ish years, but yeah, sure, why not?
What, are you going to get something?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
Do you do Valentine's
I
Day?
get my wife a card because she sneers at it and says, I'm not getting you anything. I said, that's fine.
Does
But
she
if-
get you a card?
No. But I'm a man. I don't care. I just get her a card and then everybody's happy because I've made some effort.
Maybe get Janet a card.
I'll get everyone a card. You get a card. You get a card. In the Harry Potter series, what item of clothing does Harry give to the house elf Dobby in order to free him? So the little elf Dobby needs to be freed.
Is it a sock?
It's a sock.
It's a sock. Let's play the not-so-secret sound, Janet.
Andy's not a big fan of Harry Potter.
Duh. What is this sound?
Is it a frog?
It is a frog. It's as obvious as it sounds.
We. The not-so-secret sound. Oh, we did that. The Paris Olympic medals are made with what? A, chunks from the Eiffel Tower. B, chunks from the Arc de Triomphe. Or C, chunks from croissants.
Eiffel Tower?
It is. Organisers wanted athletes to take a bit of France home with them, so a hexagonal polished chunk of iron taken from the Eiffel Tower is embedded in each gold, silver and bronze medal.
Is
But
that
won't it
wise?
fall over?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of medals
You know, the Eiffel Tower wasn't meant to be there for as long as it has been. It was meant to
for
be
the exhibition.
It was just meant to come down in a couple of years.
It'd be like if we still had Brisbane Expo still there.
The New Zealand,
The New Zealand
pavilion. I still wouldn't have gone and seen it. Historically, a speakeasy was a place where what was sold illegally, Janet?
A speakeasy?
A speakeasy.
What would you buy in a speakeasy?
Phones?
No. It's a nice pun, though.
Phones are very good. 13.
Brendan, before we go any further, would you like to answer it? Okay, we'll leave it as a quiz.
Okay. That's how it's going to be, is it?
If it's going to be like this, we should both go home.
That's how it's going to be. Historically, a speakeasy was a place where what was sold illegally.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're into the Magnificent Seven. And we're up to question 5.
It's going to James in Coleroy. Hello, James.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Jonesy.
James.
Now, we've discovered it's not telephones. A speakeasy was a place where what was sold illegally?
It's alcohol.
Yeah, this is during the Prohibition in the United States between 1920 and 1933 off the top of my head.
You're still,
I'm a master of history.
you're still affected by that. I can say.
Oh, it obviously still burns me.
You couldn't get your booze.
I had to go into a
You
speakeasy.
had to make gin in the bath. What type of naval ship is the basis for a classic Hasbro board game?
It's Battleship.
Battleship.
Yeah.
Question 7. Here it is for you, James. Who will the Chiefs be playing in the Super Bowl? You know, it's all about the Chiefs, but who are they playing?
Oh, it's the one and only the 49ers.
The San Francisco 49ers. Congratulations to the James. It's all coming our way. The Jam Pack, a Samsonite Marcus Eco Backpack. Samsonite, the innovative travel solution. $150 to spend at DoorDash. Smash your weekly grocery shop. Smash it with DoorDash. And Jonesy and Amanda caricatures for you to colour in and some Staedtler pencils. James, anything you'd like to add to this?
I might have the day off after that. Thank you very much.
Do it, James.
Let's all have the day off.
You know, speaking of the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey, one of the 49ers players, I'm just showing Jonesy something on my phone here.
Okay,
There's
great.
a picture of him as a player. Look at him as a little boy running on when his dad won the Super Bowl.
Oh, isn't that cute?
So his dad won the Super Bowl and he ran on as a 2-year-old onto the field afterwards, and here he is playing himself today.
No.
Still wearing that same little cute outfit.
Playing himself. That's fantastic. That's great. Someone that's playing himself today on the show is Mark Ferguson.
Mark Ferguson's
He's going to be joining us. He's celebrating 40 years in journalism.
in the biz.
Well, how long have you been in it for, the biz?
Well, I started on Simon Townsend's Wonderworld when I was, I think, 23?
Yeah.
22, 23.
20, what are you now? 60?
Actually, I'm 62 this year.
62.
Yeah, so that's probably 40-ish years.
You're 40 years? Okay.
In the biz?
Well, I've been in it for 34. What about you, Jim Wright? How long have you been in it for?
I don't know.
Okay.
Too long.
Yeah, I think it's long enough, don't you?
It's long enough. Maybe you should get that job at JB Hi-Fi, mate.
We're also going to be crossing to Channel 7's Miley Hogan, who is currently in Las Vegas ahead of the Super Bowl. We'll get all the goss.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
The time is now. Time for what?
It's time to get back to work.
Okay, it's enough goofing off.
I'm going to flick through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. Oh, this is the drop zone of my dancing years. On this day in 1980, Visage released their hit Fade to Grey.
Great song.
Remember the film clip? So atmospheric. Well, the lead singer, Steve Strange, interesting name, isn't it? Was famous for his work in the band, but it was what he did outside of the band that really rocked the music world, Brendan. He was a co-founder of a British nightclub called The Blitz. Many artists came through the door, but not all. Midge Ure, former member of Visage, said that Steve set the tone for the Blitz Club. Here's a quote, because he wouldn't let anyone in he didn't like the look of. He famously turned away Mick Jagger because he thought he was too rock and roll.
Oh, imagine Mick showing up there.
Basically. But when David Bowie turned up, this is a quote from Midge, all these cool kids went into turmoil and meltdown because the king had appeared.
Yeah.
Steve was a partier first and a singer second, so much so he had to have singing lessons. That's nice when you're the lead singer of the band. But this is an iconic song from
great.
1980. Let's do it.
You'll hear this at the vinyl room. Amanda never gets turned away from the vinyl room.
Basically.
Jam Nation.
Married at First Sight. You watchy?
You watchy?
Did you watchy last night?
Today's show's a little off kilter because you're a little off kilter.
No, I'm fine. I just
You
had a-
watchy?
Did you watch it?
No, did you?
People say that. Yes, of course I watched it. My wife got upset because I've been calling Colin the wrong name.
What's his name?
His name is Collins. She
His
said-
first name?
His first name is Collins. And she said, it's Collins. And I went, she was
Christina.
Yeah, she was like upset. It was like that. It's like I said, I hardly mispronounced Benjamin Netanyahu.
Is he in it?
He's in it. But the story of Collins and Nat, and poor old Nat, she just wants out of there. Collins wants to get his blue tick and a deal with Max Markson, so he's hanging on to dear life.
This is the part of the show that disturbs me because I think it is moral and dangerous. And what does it say about society that millions of people watch this, where she says, I want to leave, he says, I want to stay, so she has to stay.
Yeah.
I think that's terrible.
Yeah. So last night, what do you think happened? They're on the couch in front of John Aitken there.
Are these the two that left and then came back?
Yeah. So Natalie said leave, and Collins, well, I don't know what the hell Collins was saying.
Natalie.
Collins does say that he wants to support me and he's here for me and he's got my back. But the actions don't always follow through with that, and that's why I said leave.
And for you, Collins, stay or leave, what did you decide?
I'm absolutely heartbroken.
This is the first time I'm hearing that doesn't trust me. I don't know what I've done to or said to lose that trust.
Yeah. He's a high talker.
So, Collins, what is your decision?
Mate, I'm sorry, but how can you write leave when we haven't even started this experiment? We haven't done life together. And see, oh my God. Oh.
What did you decide to do? Stay or leave?
Wow. Oh my God. What can I do? Either I'm thinking and putting myself first, or I'm being selfish and I'm not putting my wife's feelings first.
You just want a decision.
Oh my God. Come on. I want to stay, mate.
I want to stay, mate.
Can you milk it a bit more?
Is that a man?
That's a man. Remember Seinfeld, the high talker?
Hello? Hi, it's Elaine. Listen, I was just talking to Jerry.
Jerry?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, I like Jerry a lot.
You mean like?
What are you talking about?
Noreen, were you hitting on him?
Noreen's not here. This is Dan.
Still gold. Good on you, Collins.
Collins, please. That extra S is weighing him down.
I'm sure we'll get Max Markson on the line. Get Collins a deal. Somebody.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
podcast.
Today is a momentous day. Taylor Swift is taking her boyfriend to an Usher concert. That's how some are seeing today. But of course, as we know, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, is taking to the field. Super Bowl day, as you say, Brendan, a biggest game of the year in the US. How lucky is Channel 7's Miley Hogan to be front and centre in Vegas? Hello, Miley.
Hi, guys. I'm absolutely the luckiest person today. So close to the field. Absolutely enjoying the atmosphere. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Do you think that Australians are more into it this year because of the Taylor Swift effect? Everyone has a vested interest this time around.
I really think you just can't ignore the fact that she has drawn in so many new fans, and there's a whole new plot to it. There's a love story that's going on in this football game. It's like a Hollywood movie. People are invested. They want to see how it goes. You've got a football game for the footy fans. You've got celebrity with Taylor Swift. There really is something for everyone in this year's Super Bowl.
Do you understand much about the game, Miley?
You know, I've been asked this question a lot. Look, I do not know the rules in and out for this game. What I love so much about it is the crowd. You just get swept up in watching these American football games. If you haven't been to one, it's unbelievable. The fans get dressed up. They go all out. They are so dedicated to their team. And you just get swept up in the atmosphere. You don't need to know what the exact rules are to enjoy the game and to get behind your team and to know who the star players are. It's all just a spectacle of it, really. But then on the other side, of course, you have the die-hard fans that are obsessed with the NFL and all the rules and just how big it is.
It is the slowest game in the history of the world. I went to a game in New York in January and I loved, as you said, the crowd, and we have the anthem and I go, well, this is amazing. And then the game starts and you go, oh my God.
This is what it is.
This is what it is. So at least here, as you say, we've got other things to look at. We've got Usher performing at half time. We've got all that other spectacle that goes with it.
Yeah, the Super Bowl has become just so much more than football. It's all about the show around it, the fans, the celebrity, the halftime show, the ads. This year, Usher is performing at halftime, which will be incredible. He's going to squeeze 30 years of his career into 13 minutes, he says. So hopefully he plays some of his big hits. There's rumours about who he'll be bringing up on stage. Alicia Keys is expected to join him. There's some rumblings on social media that maybe it will be Justin Bieber will also join him. So it depends on. We'll see what happens as it comes up.
Well, there you go. And maybe Taylor Swift. Sports Better running odds. Taylor Swift performing at halftime. It's paying $15.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, guys, I'm just getting cleared out. I'm just going to have to drop out, but
Okay.
I'll come back to you in just a minute.
No,
That's all right, Miley.
okay.
You go and do your job. Go and do that.
Well. You carry on. Keep
Enjoy every minute.
Get yourself a big nacho hat. Get a nacho hat. Thank you, Miley.
But there's also, isn't there some speculation, ridiculous speculation, that Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift at the end of the game?
And Joe Biden's going to present the match-winning ball as
As what?
As he proposes to Taylor.
Really?
Yeah, but Joe Biden will present it to just a statue outside the building because he's confused.
Oh, come on. Come on. If you had to choose between two of the old coots, he's my old coot.
You go with Biden. I'm going for none of the above.
Jam Nation.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Grab right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Yippee-ki-yay. You have 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000.
Then we'll tempt you. You can leave with $1,000, but we'll say, hey, you know what? Do you want to double your money? One bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
Vicky's in Warrington Downs.
Hi, Vicky.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Good,
Very
thanks.
well. Let's see what we can do for you, Vicky. We've got 10 questions, 60 seconds. As we say, if you're not sure, you can say pass because we'll probably have time to come back, okay?
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yep,
Vicky,
ready
eyes to
go.
the front. Let's do it because here we go. Question 1. What's the opposite of good?
Bad.
Question 2. Traditionally, how many wheels are on a wheelbarrow?
3.
Oh, there's only one.
One wheel on a wheelbarrow.
Oh.
Vicky.
Because when I was reading them through, I thought that's a tricky one because you think that there's 3, but really there's only
the two
one.
legs and the one wheel.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
How are you going to go at the site today, Vicky, getting the 3-wheeled
No.
wheelbarrow?
I feel so bad.
Oh,
My
don't,
daughter's
Vicky.
in labour at the moment. So
You're in labour?
No, my daughter.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, we wish you well.
Yes.
Please give her our best.
I will. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's
Vicky.
wonderful. Thank you, Vicky.
Good luck.
That's exciting times.
It is exciting times.
Also, a whole lot of kids,
And
obviously.
she's not at a Pink concert.
Do you have to explain what that means?
The lady that was in labour at the Pink concert.
Well, was she really? I got confused. We were both there on Friday night, and Pink says, I think someone's giving birth.
Yeah, it was all happening. There was a lot going on in that show.
Imagine giving birth if you were up on those wires, and like Pink spinning around, and you catch it underneath.
Oh, okay.
Jam Nation.
I saw a funny thing last night of a woman, I think it was a TikTok, and she was saying that she and her family had done fantastic things in their holidays. They'd gone to the Australian Open in Melbourne. They'd gone to some beautiful beaches. The kids had seen dolphins. They went on a boat ride and saw these dolphins. They went whitewater rafting, did all of that. And then she saw what her son wrote about what he had done, and it went a bit like this.
On the weekend, I didn't go anywhere. I just stayed home and watched some YouTube and played my iPad. Played my iPad. Played my iPad. I did some YouTube. Play my iPad. YouTube.
And she goes, come on.
kid.
Your teacher's going to read that and
Yeah.
think that that's all that you do.
Yeah.
Reminded me of the time, I actually had to put this on my Instagram a few weeks ago. I found an old book of Liam's that he was scribbling in as it probably would have been about 8 or something, 8
This
or
is
9.
in the spaceship.
Oh, don't mention the
Don't mention
spaceship.
the spaceship. Come on, tell
I'll
the
tell you,
class
well,
about
the spaceship. Liam had done a drawing of the spaceship. And it was, these were the people going up to space in the spaceship. It was his brother Jack.
Yep.
It was his father.
Yep.
It was him.
Yep.
And it was our nanny.
And there was no room.
No me.
No you on the spaceship.
And I still to this day have not let it go. And I said to him, where was I? And he said, and even now he put his head on the desk if I mentioned, he said, it was just a drawing, Mum.
What about the picture that he did of Ripley, your dog?
A dog and my grandma and my mum and me. And he had crossed, he was only 5. He'd crossed 2 of them out. He said, 2 down, 3 to go. But in this particular one, he probably would have been about 8 or something.
Yeah, right.
Last night it was Earth Hour. 2,000 million people turned off their lights. He spelled there incorrectly, but I'll let that go. We kind of cheated because we left on the TV. We left the TV on because the footy was on. Or was it? Yeah, it was on. At least my team won. Anyways, that's the end of my writing.
Right, he's ratted you out.
He ratted me out.
Ratted you
Because
out.
we did a big Earth Hour thing on air here.
Yeah.
Miguel was an ambassador for Earth Hour.
Rove
We went big on it.
McManus was calling us all, switch your TV, and then you got
Oh.
Rove upset with you.
Oh, God.
You don't want that.
Liam ratted me out.
The kids, they do. They just spill the beans. My wife, she was doing reading at school. This is years and years ago.
Not when she was an adult.
Yeah, when an adult, helping out little kids do reading. And they were having a little bit of morning tea with the other mums. And one of the mums said, I met the most extraordinary young girl today. And Helen's just, ears have pricked up. Oh, yeah, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, she said that her mother is 60 and doesn't read. And Helen said, what's this girl's name? It's Romany. Helen at the time was 35.
And could read.
And was teaching reading. Yes.
Tribal drum. Let's do it. My Kid the Rat.
My Kid the Rat.
Are you little?
Exactly. Good choking will do you well.
Maybe you're the teacher and you've received written information. I knew a teacher who got a school assignment or just a drawing of what their kids had done on the weekend, and it was a case of break and enter. The child did a drawing of going through a window with their uncle.
Really?
To steal some jewels. And the teacher had to...
Had to pass on the information.
Pass on the information.
Don't they have to sign an oath or something? Isn't that when you confess to a priest?
But this poor kid,
Yeah. So he's in
the kid was young, was just going along.
Kids ratted out the uncle. Snitches get stitches.
My Kid the Rat. What have you got?
Wow. I'd love to see that drawing.
Jam Nation.
A mum has posted an Instagram video of all the fun things a family did over the holidays, which is all well and good.
All well and good. And then her child wrote in the what I did on the weekend thing for school and just said, I watch YouTube and I played on my iPad. And the mother goes, oh, great. Thanks very much.
I could just lock you in your cell.
Tribal drum is beating for My Kid the Rat.
Are you little?
We've got Saf. Hi, Saf.
Hi, Jonesy. Hi, Amanda. How are you?
Very well. Did you get ratted out?
No, it was me ratting out my mum when I was in preschool.
Yeah.
So I bit a kid at preschool, as you do, finding your way. Went home, got in trouble, and back in those days when you could actually discipline a kid, without getting in trouble, my mum bit me back to show what I did wrong.
Right.
And then I went to preschool the next morning and went, look what my mum did to me.
Oh.
Okay. So
and showed the bite marks your mum had left.
And I showed the bite mark, and I'm 32, and she still reminds me to this day what I did wrong.
Right. Ratted her right out.
My mum bit me.
Yeah, because they might say, well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Little Hannibal Lecter there going around biting people.
I'm still reminded,
Of course.
Thank you, Saf.
Andrew's joined us.
Hello, Andrew.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well. Who ratted who?
My daughter. We took her to the football when she was 6, and to save a little bit of money, we told her, just say you're 5 at the football because it was free.
Yeah.
You get her in.
We've all done that.
So when we were at the game, a fan behind, because she's dressed up in her gear, and the fan said, you look cute and wonderful. What's your name and age? And she said, my name's Brooke and I'm 6, but at the football, I'm 5.
Singing like a canary.
I know. Hopeless spy. Hopeless.
Thank you, Andrew. Brad has joined us.
Hi, Brad.
Morning, guys.
Who was the rat?
It was my little girl. I bought her
Oh, hang on.
Are you still with us?
You back there?
Hello?
Yep. Start again.
Yeah, I bought her a bike and it was in a big cardboard box. So as usual with the kids, we had more fun with the box than the bike. So I put her in the box and pushed her around the house and, had fun. Monday morning she goes to school and does news and said, my dad kept me in a box on the weekend.
Great.
And I get to school in the afternoon, she's sitting on the bench and the principal and the teacher had called me in and said, we're going to have a talk to you, your daughter said you keep her in a box.
No.
And I had to explain the story. Yeah. And I was laughing about it, but they were serious at the time. And once they found out, they were okay with it, but it was quite funny. And it was in her language, she said, my dad kept me in a box.
Yes, it doesn't sound good.
It doesn't.
I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
And then she tells everyone who's got a cardboard box for my birthday.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Today's going to be a great day. It's a beautiful day.
It's a glorious day.
That's easy for you to say. Some of us have a hangover.
Hello there. A mum has posted an Instagram video of all the fun things a family did over the holidays.
Yeah, they went to beautiful beaches. They went to the Australian Open, the tennis. They saw dolphins. They went whitewater rafting. And when she looked at what her son had written in the school book to show the teacher, this is what it was.
On the weekend, I didn't go anywhere. I just stayed home and watched some YouTube and played my iPad. Played my iPad. Played my iPad. I did some YouTube. Play my iPad.
It's just sad. The poor mum. It's like they've been on The Amazing Race and the kids just said, I've played my iPad.
Yeah. The kid has ratted you out because that's the thing. You think the teachers will think that I've just locked my child inside and made him play on his iPad.
Your son, Liam, ratted you out about disobeying Earth Hour.
Oh, he wrote that we'd watched Earth Hour, but we cheated because we had the TV on because we watched the football.
It was a good game of footy. What are you supposed to do?
As he said, at least our team won, but still I didn't want him to rat me out.
The Tribal Drummers beating My Kid the Rat.
Are you little?
Lynn has joined us.
Hello, Lynn.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Very well. Who did the ratting?
Oh, my daughter. Mm-hmm. She's a shocker. Okay, so just to give you a bit of a previous, I, like you, Amanda, did IVF.
Right.
So my daughter sort of was around discussions all the time about donor sperm, donor eggs, all the rest of the rigmarole. So this Saturday morning, you can imagine, Brendan, you'd know, it's Stapos at Sutherland, the butcher shop.
Yes.
So we're sitting there and I'm in there and she's sitting on the silver rails looking at all the chops and all the rest of the rigmarole. Butcher shop's absolutely packed. And she turns around and she says, Mum, yes, Sam, who's my real mother? And I just was so embarrassed it wasn't funny. Everyone in the butcher shop turned around and looked at me and I went, I am your silly Bill.
Who's my real mother?
mother?
See those beakers over there, Crown Corning?
I know. That's not a funny joke, Brendan.
Sorry,
Yes.
Lynn.
But also in the middle of the butcher shop, how do you explain, well, we've been discussing IVF.
We did
That's what we
IVF,
did, blah,
and then
blah,
all of a
blah.
sudden you're doing the whole story.
Remember that time that Jack was obsessed with Kinder Surprises and he constantly wanted to get one and I said, if you wait a whole week, we'll get a Kinder Surprise. So we went into the newsagents to get something. He said, can I say the C word now? Starts with a K. He's talking about Kinder Surprise.
Mate.
Starts with a K, K.
Susan's joined us.
Hello, Susan.
How are you guys?
Very well. Did you get ratted out?
No, well, sort of. Yeah, I guess I did. My son went to school, so my husband was going in for a vasectomy, and the way I described it was he's going to have his nuts cut off, and I slammed like two bricks together. So he got up for news and told everybody that his dad was going in to have his nuts cut off, and Mum said they're going to do it like this.
Why would you tell a kid that before news? What are you, crazy?
Gee, the teachers must laugh at all this.
News is just the
so
greatest
funny.
thing. Thanks, Susan. Kerry's joined us.
Hello, Kerry.
Hi, guys. How you going?
Very well. What happened?
So my son ratted his dad out. Jonesy, you'll get what I'm referring to with this because you often talk about Bongwater High. So my son got up in kindergarten and told the whole class that his dad had a smoking drink bottle. Told that for news. So I got pulled aside by the teachers when I went to pick him up in the afternoon. Kerry, we have a problem here. So I was like, right, okay, leave it with me. I'll handle it. Like, they obviously caught on. But, yeah.
A smoking drink bottle. So good.
And so did he actually have a smoking drink bottle?
His dad did, at the time. And my son's 32 now. He listens to you guys every morning. So we still laugh about it to this day. It's like, wow, that could have gone so much worse.
Oh, brilliant. We are getting so many terrific calls. We're going to take more of them.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation podcast.
The Tribal Drama's been beating My Kid the Rat.
Are you little?
Don't tell him anything.
Don't tell your kids anything, but the teachers must get all the goss because, you do amazing things on your holidays. The kid just writes in their book, played on my iPad, watched YouTube. They misconstrue family events.
And certainly if your child is going to do news that day, don't tell them that Dad is going for a vasectomy.
That he's going to have his nuts cut off.
Don't tell, because they'll just rat you out. That's news. That's hold the front page.
Hello, Paul. Oh, no, it's Karen. Hello, Karen.
Good morning. How you going?
Karen?
Very well. Tell us about the rat.
Well, we've got two little rats I had. They've all grown up now. But so my son was in year one and wrote in his, they were doing, Jeffrey Giraffe and drugs and that sort of thing. And he wrote, my mummy takes heroin.
Oh, what?
And so at the end of the day, the principal and the teacher were, having a little word with me. And luckily, I had the heron paracetamol in my handbag.
Oh,
I never
heron.
bought that again.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And I never ever bought that again. And then another one was my darling daughter in kindy. I had dropped them off to school, and she told her teacher that my mummy drank a bottle of beer when she was driving us to school this morning. Oh. And luckily, by the end of the day, I hadn't chucked the bottle of Red Bull out.
Oh.
So,
those little
But
rats.
you've constantly got to have an alibi,
I know,
Karen.
that's right.
Constantly. As you can see, it's heron and it's just harmless Red Bull.
Melissa, hello. Oh, no, Paul.
What are you doing?
Look, I'm all over the place. Hello, Paul.
G'day, how you going, guys?
Very well. Was this your son? What did he do?
Well, he's 23 now. He's my youngest son, but he was about 7. And he said to me one day, Dad, how did you meet Mum? I said, I met her in a nightclub. I walked in one night and I seen this girl in the corner crying because she was crying because she was so ugly, no one would dance with her.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting very sad. I said, mate, in the end, I asked for a dance because she's so sad and all that. And it was pretty bad for her. He goes, oh, Dad, that's bad. I said, yeah, I know, mate. She's that ugly. What can you do? And one day I'm sitting in there and said to his mother, oh, Mum, I don't think you're ugly.
Oh.
She goes, what do you mean? He goes, Dad told me how you met you in the nightclub. You're that ugly. No one would dance with you. And she went up the brain. I said, listen, I never ever thought he would ever told you that.
Oh, look. You should have known better. You should have known better, Paul.
I just thought I had a bit of a joke with him, but yeah, that would backfire on me.
Yeah, do you think? Yeah, I know.
Still paying for that to this
and
day.
rightly so.
Melissa has joined us.
Hi, Melissa.
Good morning. How are you?
Great.
Who was the rat?
It was actually my sister. So her and my mum had to start working at our school we went to. It was a Catholic school. It was in the 80s. Anyway, so it was like pretty much second week back, and my sister was in her textiles class, and Sister Angela says to her,
Oh, your phone's dropped out there, Melissa.
Are you there?
Yeah,
Are you
try
there?
again.
Yeah. So my sister was in her textiles class, and Sister Angela said, has everybody got their fabric? And my sister says, oh, sister, we're too poor. My mum and dad can't afford fabric. And she says, oh, that's okay. Anyway, so she goes into the staff room, and my mum's sitting there, and she says, oh, there's this poor girl in my textiles class. I need to go into the convent and get some fabric. This girl's got no money. Her parents can't afford the fabric for the project. And Mum said, what's the girl's name? And she said, it's Sally. And she says, oh no, that's my daughter. I'm so sorry. Mum was mortified. It was just, Sally just couldn't be bothered to go and get the fabric for the project.
Oh, so she couldn't be
she
bothered.
just made up that you're poor.
Because she couldn't be bothered getting the material.
Yeah, she couldn't be bothered to get the material, and she didn't tell Mum. Mum said she didn't tell me you needed fabric. Poor Sister Angela was going into the convent to get fabric.
For the poor Sally.
For this poor Sally.
They're doing an appeal for Paul Sally.
Isn't that typical? So
Because she's lazy.
She didn't tell your mum that you needed the material. So on the day she goes, oh, I don't have any material. I'd better lie my way out of this.
Fabric, really? It's not that. It's not that expensive.
No, but how lovely the nun said, oh, please, let's go to the convent and raid them.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for all your calls.
Jam Nation.
Jonesy and Amanda in the morning. 101.7 WSFM.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Today, Barnaby Joyce's behaviour, does it pass the pub test?
You may have seen the
Sure it
footage.
does.
This was 90 minutes after Parliament closed for the week. Everyone was tired and emotional. Barnaby Joyce is sitting on the phone on a planter box.
Yeah.
Falls backwards.
Well, he's having an animated conversation on the planter box and then he's plopped off the planter box.
And drunk. I think we can say it's not allegedly.
He's saying he was mixing up his medication.
With his alcohol.
Yeah. When you get too much into his new, that can lead to that.
Must be something he ate. So he's lying on his back with his legs up on the planter box, yelling, uttering loud expletives into the telephone.
And he's on the phone to Vicky, his missus.
Using some foul language. As she said, it wasn't about her. He wasn't calling her the foul language.
We got a bit of the audio.
It was filmed.
Do you know those cicadas are allowed this time of year, aren't they?
Interesting. I was looking at this yesterday. Some people are going, leave him alone. You know, he's a larrikin. He's an interesting character. People can't deal. Other people are going, he's a national disgrace. If this was a football player, they'd be before the judiciary. If this was a female politician, they'd be before the judiciary. They'd be judged quite differently. If it was someone of a different race, they'd be judged quite differently. As this person says here, this bloke was Deputy PM, wants to be Deputy PM again. Get serious. He is a public figure being paid by our taxpayer money. Just because he's a good guy and people are charmed by him, is that any excuse to be on the ground, swearing, lying on your back like that?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's all okay and nothing to see here?
Well, as someone that likes to have a little bit of a drink every now and then, I always worry about the old he without sin cast the first stone thing, in case that ever happened to me. I'm more concerned of the fact someone just filmed him while he was lying on the ground. Doesn't anyone think, oh, he might have had a heart attack or something?
Well, he's lying talking. He's swearing loudly on the phone.
Sure.
It's an animated conversation. You say, obviously looking drunk, 90 minutes after Parliament closes. What do you make of this? Barnaby's behaviour. Is it okay or not? Does it pass the pub test?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
The pub test today, Barnaby Joyce's behaviour. Does it pass the pub test?
So there he was. He's sitting on a planter box on the phone, inebriated. That's not in dispute. What he has said is he mixed it with some medication and things didn't go well. He falls backwards, lies on the ground, swearing. People walk past and they see this.
And they film it. Cicadas are nice at this time of year in Canberra.
You know, he's the reason there was the bonk ban. Maybe they need a bonk and a booze ban.
Yeah, right.
Some people are saying, oh, look, he's a character. He's a larrikin. Let him go. Who cares? Other people are saying, this is a public figure. If this was a woman, if this was someone from of a different race, would they be so casually discussed in this way?
Olivia Thorpe, when she was outside that strip club going crazy.
Yeah, and she's the one who's called out the double standard here too. He wasn't being abusive to others, but he was swearing and in a public space, obviously inebriated, 90 minutes after Parliament had closed for the week.
But you do kind of expect a level of decorum from your leaders, don't you?
Of course
really?
you do.
And even if it was a football player, you'd go, okay, well, that's just a footy player.
He'd be in front of the judiciary if it was.
This guy could be possibly our Deputy Prime Minister.
He wants to be our Deputy. He has been our Deputy Prime Minister, acting Prime Minister when the Prime Minister's out of the country.
But he could actually be the Prime Minister as well.
Yes, and publicly funded. Is this the right kind of behaviour? Barnaby's behaviour, does it pass the pub test?
Yeah, well, basically, he needs a minder. I mean, if it was my job and I was doing that, I'd get the boot because he's a politician and, you know, everybody feels sorry for him. As far as I'm concerned, he needs a minder, but he needs to step down. He can't have a position like he has. Basically, he should step down for a little while.
I reckon he only half told the truth about the booze. I think just the whole lot is the booze. It's just not a good look. First of all, the kid outside the wedlock marriage, whatever, with the person he was working with, and now this. You just wonder, you know, what's going to be next with him.
Barnaby is a public figure. I think this is the most disgraceful act, and if he's going to keep it up, he should stand down.
It absolutely does not pass the pub test. If I turned up to the hospital I work in the state he goes to work, I would have been fired years ago. All politicians should be mandatorily drug and alcohol tested. We are paying them a fortune in our taxes to govern, and they're turning up half-cut or having drinks at Parliament House. It absolutely doesn't pass the pub test, especially with the cost of living crisis.
Got to be careful out there.
Every single person agreed. Interesting.
Thank you for all your calls. Coming up,
Mark Ferguson, what are you looking at me for?
I'm looking at you because, you know, Mark Ferguson's coming up because he's been in journalism for 40 years.
Yeah.
Well, yay.
Well,
Good
yes,
on
yay.
him.
Yes,
Good on
yay.
him.
You have a real thing with him.
No, I love Mark
No,
Ferguson.
remember you had the roller skating off? in the car park, and you were such a show off. And he's so understated. He said, all right, I'll take you on.
Yeah.
You, of course, fell over. You were going
I
too
just
fast, fell over on your bum, and he won the race.
I just found that Pretty Boy Ferguson comes in, he puts his fingerprints on everything. You know, I don't, like, we get to come and just say, happy 40th anniversary,
And we
mate.
will. That's
Good
what we'll
on
say.
you, and that's it.
That's
Just
what we'll
give him
say.
a salutation. We
He's
don't need
joining
him
us
in
shortly.
here.
He's joining us shortly.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
And I love Mark
You've got your intestines in a knot because Mark Ferguson is coming in. And you've always, for years, remember you used to bait him by saying, I could do your job. You say that to everybody.
He came in here.
I can do your job.
He said, this job's easy. All you do is just play Roxette.
Oh,
and
he said
easy.
that.
It's
He's
just
been so
easy.
respectful,
Said it
but
was
you
a
go,
doddle.
your
And I
job's
said,
easy.
I got to come up with stuff.
Well, you do.
I do every day.
Let's look at today's rundown. What have you come up with today?
Because I concur with you.
Right.
All those ideas that you had today,
Right.
I exactly agree with. So I can't help if we share a brain on this stuff. Okay, so I was like, bang, 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 boom, show, done.
Anyway, the upshot of that is that you and Mark decided to do a job swap. And it went a little like this.
It's when filling in became an all-out battle over who's better at the other's job.
You said that Mark's job was easy.
Well, it is. So while the TV guy made some radio waves,
I said to the guy, that's not a hand basin.
DJ Jonesy took on the box.
You could do that. You see, you're a natural.
I'm Brendan Jonesy Jones. Stay classy, Sydney.
WSFM listeners voted who was better.
Mark Ferguson with 52% of the vote.
So a quick change of chairs.
I'll just sit here.
This song is dedicated to my dear, dear friend, Jonesy.
He's bunging it on.
Listen to how high your voice was. Stay classy, Sydney.
I sound like-
You're like that guy from Maths.
Collins from Maths. Hey, I'm not a girl.
Well, he's celebrating 40 years in the biz. And tell you what, he's so loved at Channel 7. This is the promo that they've done for him. Listen how serious this is.
You can know something, but you don't understand what it really means unless you're part of it. For 40 years, Mark Ferguson has been part of our lives, our community, a part of Sydney.
So many people have to start all over again.
For most of our lives, he's been reporting to you.
They are hopeful that there are still people alive.
Through the big moments.
Tonight, Israel is at war.
Through the tough moments.
It really does bring home what you went through.
And the ones when we all come together.
Oh, okay.
On the water.
You're never going to get a promo like that, Brendan.
You know, you get
making for the Matildas.
You get him doing that voiceover, and you can sell anyone.
Aggro would sound good with that voiceover.
Bringing the news home every night.
Okay, is there more of this?
Yeah.
And every night, Mark Ferguson brings a lifetime of experience.
It's taking up another 40 years.
7 News.
Why don't you marry him?
I will.
If you get him doing that voiceover, anyone can sound good.
Well, Mark is good, and he's joining us next.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast. Jonesy and Amanda in the morning. 101.7 WSFM.
Live from Sydney, 7 News with Mark Ferguson.
Oh, okay. What, he brings his own intro? Get that off.
That dramatic music means one thing. Mark Ferguson, hello.
Hello, I thought I was running late for work there. As soon as I hear that theme, I sit up straight.
Can I let off? Do you mind if I let off? Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm sniffing it. Party poppers. We're celebrating 40 years of Mark. Oh.
There's a lot of celebration on one side of the desk,
Yeah.
but someone hasn't blown their little whistle and someone hasn't popped their popper.
I blew it a long time ago, and I don't want to make a mess in this.
And we've got cupcakes with your face on them.
And mine, it's a lovely effort, thank you very much, but someone has poked out the eyes on this one in front
I
of
think
me.
you have to talk to the people at the bakery, mate. Obviously, there's some sort of agenda there.
Look, Brendan, I think you're going to have to face it. When the two of you did a job swap, it was decided that Mark had won.
I think it was the narrowest of margins.
When the two of you did the roller derby downstairs, which was like watching Will Ferrell in Blades of Glory, Mark won again. So what do you think, Mark?
Well, as I drove over here, I was listening to the show and enjoying most of it. And I heard you say that in a very warm tone, we're looking forward to talking to Mark this morning. radio silence for about 3 seconds. Absolutely nothing from Jonesy. So I was approaching here a little bit tentatively, thinking, as undefeated champion, he might not welcome me with open arms again.
Look, I think you're fantastic. I think if you just stay in your lane, just don't come over here, talking to all the girls and walking around here.
Yeah, don't come and walk around, Mark.
He's always had a problem ever since. I remember I suggested a few years back, Mandy and Mark in the mornings. Yeah.
And I got my name first, and I think that's very respectful. I appreciate it. It's a nice change.
That was part of my move.
But can I ask you, because when Juanita Phillips moved on from the ABC after 20 years of being the newsreader there, she said she found it harder and harder to have a thick skin, to not be affected by the stories. What's your strategy to cope when things are hard?
Sometimes you have to look away. You really do. There are sometimes you're involved in a story, you know what's about to come up, you get through that intro, but there are times when some of the material is so emotional and so heartfelt that you do have to look away at times, because you know you've got to come back on camera, maybe 90 seconds later, you've got to be composed, you've got to be authoritative, you've got to get on with the job. But there are times that is very, very difficult, It
would be. But as I get older, I find I'm becoming a bit more emotional. Do you find that?
Yes,
as you get older?
You do.
You do. You just find a bit more...
You get a bit sookier.
Yeah,
I
more
think so.
empathy. I think it would be very hard to read some of those heartbreaking stories.
You do. And also, I remember very clearly that becoming a dad for the first time, that's a very emotional moment in your life. And suddenly, things that didn't really impact you in your work life suddenly do. So any story involving children in harm's way, I found that very difficult in those first few years as a dad.
I must say, reading that auto cue, that is very hard. There's a real skill, a real cadence to reading the auto cue. Do you do any vocal exercises before you go on? Do you say red leather, yellow leather, or unique New York?
Here we go. Why don't you give us your other favourite one, Brendan?
No, I'm asking Mark. I'm asking your boyfriend here if he does I'm trying to glean information so I can be better at my job.
I like that you said it's harder than it looks. I do like to look back at that time that you filled in that time. Because it does make me feel
there was a bit of
better
a buzz.
My performance.
There was a buzz around 7. I just remember there was a lot of executives going, who is this kid?
I think you stole Kosh's tie, didn't you, to be honest?
Well, there's not many. You don't see many hula girl ties these days.
I don't do any sort of really warm-up type exercises. I did at one stage in my career when I went from my first, from my country job to my first big city job. The boss called me in and said, we're going to have to do something about knocking out some of that Tamworth twang.
Oh.
So I did have a little series of elocution lessons back in the day. And in over the last few weeks, we've looked back and had a bit of a laugh at some of my earlier attempts at journalism. And there is a stage there where I'm sounding like I'm from England because I'm straight out of elocution class.
That's what happened back, Amanda, when you get her from Beyond 2000. She sounded like Clancy from Skippy.
Yeah.
Mr. Hammond, Mr. Hammond.
That's exactly how
That's how we all spoke.
Jonesy's boganed me up.
Well, I sounded like Skippy from Skippy back in the early days.
But I found in Australia we don't open our mouths when we speak. So words like fire. So when I was going to Max Rowley's Media Academy, he said my exercise was Irene was delighted by the sight of the bright fire, and the guide tried to lead them down the mountainside at night. So you've got that. I know you're threatened
He's
by
sounding
this.
like a thespian now.
A thespian. And old Mother Ruddle had a rough cut punt.
That's the one he likes to get out.
That's why. Did you want to say that?
No,
Why don't you say that?
No.
You could go viral like Barnaby.
I still have words that I would rather not say on the TV. So if I can find a way of not saying phenomenal.
Oh, you did that all right.
I'll change that one.
And how do you go with some of the foreign countries or foreign cities and things?
Yeah, look,
Prime Minister's
you've
names.
got to do your preparation. Sports names can be tricky. Some of those tennis players, very tricky.
Have you ever thought of just saying, old mate, he did really well?
Old mate. A Rex Mossop. Doing a Rex Mossop, no. I often sit there when Mel or Matt are doing the sport and think, I'm glad I'm not covering the tennis.
Because that would be the hardest.
That's a little difficult. But look, you've got to be prepared. One thing I love to do is know exactly where I'm going, what I'm about to say. So if there's a name I'm not sure about, I'll go and ask, I'll go and check. And that takes me back to the reason that I do that. Very early in my career, I had a name that I think I was doing a news that was at 6 in the morning. Didn't really check what it was, but thought I knew what it was. The leader of North Korea at the time. I looked at it on the computer, looked at it on the auto cue, said, I've got this. Kim Jong II. It happened to be Kim Jong-il. But I thought they were Roman numerals. Kim Jong II. And I had a young producer come up to me afterwards and said, I think you got that one wrong. I said, I don't think so. I think that was good. And then I scurried check and I was very, very embarrassed.
Why wouldn't they have Roman numerals in North Korea?
Exactly. my thoughts exactly about 22 years ago. So that was a very good lesson earlier in my studio career. If in doubt, check twice.
And that was your last mistake, I bet.
I'm glad that you pointed that out, Jonesy. Yeah, I think so. I think
Clearly,
you're right there. Yeah.
Clearly. I know, and I know around the corridors of Channel 7, they still say there's a bit of a buzz when that kid came in.
How many years ago was that when that kid went in?
That kid came in.
57-year-old kid.
Young fella off the bench coming in. Kim Jong
Who was that
II.
work experience kid?
Who was that good-looking
You're Kim
young
Jong
man?
the first.
You know, Ann Sanders, she said, my God, the kid's a natural. That's what she said.
Ann Sanders, my lovely neighbour. We sit
That's what
next to
she
each
said.
other in the newsroom.
We went through the stuff and she said, look, don't worry about pretty boy. He said, there are a dime a dozen people like you.
You aren't pretty.
People like you.
You had your chance, Josie, and you blew it.
Mark, we wish you nothing but success.
No, you don't.
We do, I do.
And we've got cupcakes. Can I lick your face?
Yeah,
You sure
Your
can.
face is on them.
Yeah.
Here we go.
How about?
I'll do it in the privacy of my own time.
That is one of the highlights of my 40 years.
Watch Channel 7 News tonight with our boy Mark Ferguson. We're going to clean up the studio for Ugly Phil. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Lights, camera, action!
Let's play Scene Stealers, shall we? We give you the chance to win $1,000 plus a double pass to see And Juliet, the musical.
So we are going to take some lines from a song and recite them to you in a Shakespearean style. And if you can guess what the song is, you win the tickets and the money.
Easy peasy.
So it's not from Shakespeare, but we're doing it in the style of Shakespeare because we are both theatrically trained. Don't try this at home. It's not for amateurs. Leave it to the professionals.
I've actually been in a Shakespearean play.
What was it?
I was in The Merchant of Venice.
Were you?
Yeah.
At school?
Yes, at school.
Did
Where
you
else
play
would
a
I
girl?
be? No, I played, what's his name? Old mate.
Well, I feel like I'm there.
The one that, remember Shylock wanted his pound of flesh. I played the guy the pound of flesh guy.
I was a pound of flesh guy.
I was the pound of flesh guy.
Well, how about I have
People
a
loved
go?
it.
I'll have a go here. I will
Oh,
start
you're gonna
us
do it.
off.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
let's see. First of all, we've got Graham from South
Hello,
Penrith.
Graham.
Hello, Graham.
Good morning, Jonesy and Amanda. How are you guys?
Very well. We've got a bank of calls here, so you get first crack. See if you know what this song is. Here we go. Mine own loneliness is killing me, I prithee. I wilt confesseth, I still believeth. At which hour I'm not with thee, I loseth mine own mind. Giveth me a sign. Prithee thee thus.
You've given the song away pretty much. Graham?
Buggity if I know.
It's another one of my faves,
Not
but
a
no.
theatrically trained actor. I'll have a crack at
All
it,
right.
shall I?
Hello, we've got Jeanette in Glenmore Park. Hello,
Right,
Jeanette.
Let me practice.
Hi, Amanda.
Hello,
So I'm
Jones
just
is
getting
going to
into
do it
character,
this time.
Janet. Okay. Mine own loneliness is killing me. I won't confesseth, I still believeth.
Spitting on me.
At which hour I am not with thee, I loseth mine own mind. Giveth me a signet.
A signet. You didn't have any prithee thee thus sirrah stuff. I like
no,
all that.
because
frou-frou.
I do my I'm free.
Okay. Do you know the song, Jeanette?
I think it's Oops, I Did It Again.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. I mean, no.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Darren's in Quakers
You're
Hill.
close, but no.
Good morning, Jones and Amanda. How are you?
Very well. Do we need to do it again, or do you know the song?
No, I think I know the song. Is it "Baby One More Time"?
Yes, it is. Prithee thus sirrah. That's it.
That'll do you. Congratulations, Darren.
You've got $1,000 and 2 tickets to see And Juliet the musical. It's supposed to be incredible. The new musical that proves there's life after Romeo. It's a global smash hit. Opens the 27th of Feb at the Sydney Lyric Theatre. You can book at Ticketmaster.
Good on you, Darren.
Great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you very much.
Play again tomorrow.
Maybe we'll do The Merchant of Venice. And I can...
You can be old mate.
Old mate.
Old mate with the pound of flesh and that.
The pound of flesh.
Syrah.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the goodies get together.
As always, we have $20,000 to give away at the end of the year. Cash for our favourite Ghoulie of the Year. Our Ghoulie of the Week will win this, an Audio-Technica Soundburger portable vinyl record player.
A sound burger.
And even if you win Ghoulie of the Week, you're still in the running for Ghoulie of the Year.
Jeepers. What have we got?
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda. What gets my ghoulies is at the moment, at the back of my house, I've got construction going on, and it is so ridiculous because they come in with the big trucks and the bobcats and the excavators, and they turn them on at 6:30 in the morning. It's fine to get to work early, but don't start your machines until 7 o'clock. I'm trying to sleep. That's what gets my ghoulies.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. What else have we got?
Hey guys, you know what gets my ghoulies? It's when you've put a Band-Aid on. Now, when you go to take that Band-Aid off, it's bad enough that half the hair and some of your skin comes off, but what's worse is when it leaves that sticky residue, and the only way to get it off is to roll it amongst itself, and it gets more of your hair and rips more of your hair off in skin. Oh, painful enough, but it really gets my ghoulies.
Yeah. What about the Band-Aids these days, getting them out of the packaging? Have you noticed how hard they are to get out of the packaging? And you slash your hand open, and then you're trying to, it's hard enough to apply a Band-Aid to your own hand, but you can't get it out of the packaging. Have you noticed this?
I have noticed that. I still was looking for some Band-Aids the other day, and I found one that had, like, the movie Cars. How old's that in my collection?
You'd look mental. You'd look like one of those, yeah. Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, doesn't matter. You can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It's 3 to 9.
Our favourite email, caller or Facebook friend wins a Taronga Zoo Friends annual membership. 365 days of fun with the Taronga Zoo Friends membership. Get yours online at taronga.org.au.
You also get that Jonesy and Amanda tea towel and fridge magnet as well.
Now, beware what you say in the safety of your own home, because kids are back in school and you never know what they might be writing down or passing on to their teachers. The tribal drum was beating for My Kid the Rat.
Are you little? Here's Susan from Berkshire Park.
So my husband was going in for a vasectomy, and the way I described it was he's going to have his nuts cut off, and I slammed like 2 bricks together. So he got up for news and told everybody that his dad was going in to have his nuts cut off, and Mum said they're going to do it like this.
In what world would you tell that to a child before news day?
Just tell them that we're aliens. That's a lot easier.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Well, Ugly Phil is up next with Best Week of Your Life, You Choose.
How good is this? I thought Best Week of Your Life that we did last week was great, but this is even better.
Yeah, it's even betterer.
Phil will have more details for you after 9. In the meantime, we'll be back at 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tear, baby, tear from your eye.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
One swallow, chin, chin, oh, chin, chin, goodbye.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Jam Nation podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.